Hi there, my name is Miss Lindsay and I'm one of the youth librarians at the Winnetka Northfield Public Library District. This is Little Scientists, a monthly make and take craft where we learn all about science through really cool craft opportunities. This month we might as well also call it Little Spies because we're going to be doing invisible ink messages. I'm so excited. If you haven't picked up your kit yet, make sure you do so at the Winnetka branch. They're available via curbside. If you have, you'll find paper, a paintbrush, and a sealed container of lemon juice. That is how we're going to write our messages. There's a lot of paper in there because I recommend getting some practice. Sometimes it can be a little hard not to drip lemon juice, so I recommend doing a little bit of practice before you officially send any secret messages to anybody. But you'll also want to prep your workspace. I've put aluminum foil down, that way I can just crumple it up and throw it away when I'm done, and it'll catch the liquid really nicely. It will bleed through your paper, the lemon juice, so you do want to make sure you have something down or that you can wipe up afterwards. So you'll take your paintbrush, dip it in your lemon juice, drip off any excess. You don't want too much on the brush, otherwise it'll totally soak your paper. And you'll go ahead and paint whatever you want. You can draw, you can write, whatever you would like to do. It can be really, really fun. Just make sure to draw crisp, clean lines that don't totally overlap with each other, because whatever you paint with lemon juice will reveal a message. So if you paint the whole paper will turn a different color when we reveal our message. All right, the next step is to wait for it to dry. You want to make sure it's completely dry before we go into the next step so that it goes quickly and carefully and works very, very well. For the next step, you're going to need a lab assistant or a grown-up to either supervise or do this for you. I kind of recommend the latter. So, grown-ups, we're going to use heat to reveal the messages today. The best way I recommend to do it is to put the paper down on a table or an ironing board. Place a piece of cloth over it, something like a very clean t-shirt with no decals or stickers or anything like that, or an old rag that's very, very clean to place over it, and then you iron it. I think that's the easiest, safest way to reveal your message quickly and evenly. Other ways that I've seen people do it are using a candle, holding it over a radiator, or a light bulb that's been on for a little bit, but those can be a little bit flammable and a little bit risky, so I really recommend the iron method. I think it's the best way to do it, and you'll have a nice clean message at the end, much like when you're using perler beads or iron beads. So I went ahead and waited for my message to dry for a while before this, and then I revealed my messages, and I did a little bit of practice. So this is my first message. It says, hi little scientists. You can see that I dripped lemon juice in a couple of different places, so it didn't quite come out. With a little more practice, I was able to draw a heart that looks pretty clean and nice. You'll see that the paper turned brown where I painted, and that's because lemon juice is an acid. And when we combine acid with things like paper, it changes their composition a little bit. Kind of like how if you leave metal outside in the air, it rusts after a very long time. Things that are combined with other things can kind of change their properties. So, whereas normally when you heat up paper, it will become nice and kind of firm, but it won't really change color. If you do this carefully and use the lemon juice, it actually turns brown and reveals a secret message. This is a really cool way to send cards for the holidays to your family. So it looks like a blank piece of paper or a card, and then when they hold it over some heat or they iron it, they have a secret message from you. It's super, super cool. So get practicing, have fun, and send us photos of what you end up doing. You can email us at youth@winnetkalibrary.org, and I want to see all the super cool things that you're able to do with your lemon juice. Try it on paper, try it on cards. I would love to see what you're able to come up with safely with a grown-up's help. We'll be back next month with another really great little scientist craft, and in the meantime, keep exploring. Bye, everyone.